Hey, everybody, welcome. Look, it's after Tuesday, but we still in the Tuesday flow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go to bit.ly/ free women 2020. Go to the link. We're going to be talking about the grant. Listen, the ladies are being announced, and it's ladies so far. I do know that we have some men who have applied or at least expressed interest. So, bit.ly/ free women 2020. We'll be talking about the Free Women Project, the $1 million grant. You still have an opportunity to become involved with this. We're excited. Rebecca, yes, ma'am. It's not based on color, sis. It's just it's sponsored by the Free Women Project, but you don't have to be a woman to apply. So yes, ma'am. Um, we're excited to be here. I'm Tisha M. Johnson. I'm your relationship coach, and I'm helping women find true and lasting love. If that's you, yes, you want to definitely come on and be a part of this coaching certification that you can get in relationships. But there are 11 other areas as well. But we're excited to be here. Shout out to our amazing, awesome coach, Danielle Winningham. We appreciate her for allowing us to grace her platform and just make it do what it do late in the midnight hour, early in this here morning. So again, welcome. Please share the broadcast if you have not done so already. Put hashtag shared in the comments so we'll know that you did just that. And I'm going to let my lovely sisters introduce themselves, and then we're going to get this conversation started.
Hey y'all, hey, I'm Stephanie Lane, and I am with the Career Women Collaborative, where we help women get the position that they've earned, as well as get all the money that they deserve, their worth, and also to get to the next level or their next career. So we do all things career women. So again, thanks for joining the broadcast. Make sure you're putting shared, hashtag shared in the comments. Make sure you're following us. We come on here on the midnight train, early morning subway every day, Monday through Friday, around this time-ish. So make sure that you come and you join. But the only way you're going to know that we're here, if you're on Facebook, make sure you like and click the notification bell so that you're notified. If you're on Periscope, our Periscope peeps, you pop the head, people head off to the side, and it'll pop up and allow you to follow us. Again, thank you for joining, and we're glad to be here, and I can't wait to dive in tonight.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday. My name is Shaquanda CJ Alston. I'm an accountant and owner of Johnson's Bookkeeping and Tax. We're business owners such as yourselves. You guys hire me to take care of your financial planning, your PPP funding, your tax preparation, and several other things. I am super excited to be with you all this after. No, not this afternoon, this morning. And I'm super excited to be with my sisters. I missed you all last night. I missed you all. Y'all know my life. So let's get started, guys. Make sure you share out the broadcast. Share, share, share. Grab yourself some time. Grab yourself this opportunity. Give yourself permission to lend an ear and hear what we have to say. So my sister is gonna go ahead and kick it off and get us started.
Hey y'all, hey Kamisha, thank you for joining. And was that Lita? Did I or Lola? I saw you say hi. Well, welcome. Was that what was her name? Tish?
Lolita.
Lolita. I had it almost together, y'all. I just had to put it together. All right. Thank you guys again for joining. Okay, guys, y'all know we're gonna do what it do tonight, but we're gonna talk about you being proud of your gifts. Now, we sometimes are serious on here. Sometimes we act dignified. Sometimes y'all come on, we might be crazy because we singing some songs, reciting poems or some plays and movies. But tonight, you're probably going to get a lot of that because it's one of those nights. And it's Tuesday. Heck, why not? It's Taco Tuesday, right? I hope you had your tacos tonight. I will later on as soon as I get off this broadcast. So we're going to do what it do real quick. But let me be real serious. Let me start us off real serious, okay? So for those of us who are believers and believe in the word, we're going to look at Proverbs 18 and 16. And the New King James Version reads, "A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men." Now, and I will be passing around the collection plate at the end of service today, as well as having altar call after CJ makes all the announcements.
What was
And
the scripture again? Proverbs.
Proverbs 18 and 16 is talking about how a man's gift will make room for him. Now, some of you have probably heard some preachers and some people teaching and all of that, but sometimes we don't apply what the word or what we hear. Now, if you don't believe in the word, if you don't believe in the Bible and you believe in Zen, or you just say you're spiritual and you woosah or whatever you do still have to understand that your gift will make room for you regardless of what you believe, right? If you're operating how you were designed and you're helping someone else, it just is inevitable. That is what you call the harvest. The harvest of, it's not theory, but reaping and sowing, okay? Or sowing and reaping, okay? And so when you're giving unto someone else because that is your passion, that is your purpose, then it just happens that things come back to you, okay? So with that being said, sometimes I know people hide behind their gifts. Some people don't like to operate in their gift. Some people don't want to be recognized for their gift. Some people have a hard time explaining their gift to others because others have tried to move them or shift them another direction. Some people don't even recognize what that gift is. Some people don't even know. Some people struggle. And that's why there are so many courses out there about finding your passion. Some people don't realize that they've been living a life all this time and not really operating or working in their passion. And they feel lost. And there's so many books, so many things out there that could help you and that could guide you in so many different ways that you would probably be amazed at how much there is out there about you and your gift. But you got to own that gift. You got to use that gift. You were given things. By design, guys, by design. You were given something that no one else has. How can I say that? Let me explain. There are a lot of people out in this world that can sing or have a voice to sing. Now, singing and singing are two different things, okay? And I'm going to explain that in a minute. So I'm going to use me because I don't like to point the finger at anybody. So let's use Stephanie. So I sing a little, okay? Now I come from a singing family. Them folks sang, okay, all day long. A lot of my family are famous out there. I'm not gonna name them right now, but I have a lot of people out in the music industry. I mean, famous. Like if I told you, you'd be like, nah. I'm like, yep, those are my people. But I'm not the superstar when it comes to singing. I'm the doo-wop girl. Did you catch that? So I can sing, but I'm not the one that you're going to see in the front. You're going to see me in the back, swinging my head, and I will harmonize with you. I can carry a tune, but I am not that one with star quality. How can I say that? Because I can, because I know, and I'm pretty reflective and I'm honest with myself. I'm not one of those mamas that going to send my kids out there on American Idol telling them they can sing. And then they embarrass me. I believe you don't embarrass the family like that. You just don't. You just don't do that. But I just knowing that that's not my gift. I'm okay with that. Even though I have famous folk in my family that are ultra uber talented in that area. That's just not my gift. My gift is in teaching. And I had to recognize that's my gift. I have a way of imparting information to people that makes it palatable and take it in bite-sized chunks that they are able to receive it, glean from it, learn from it, and move forward with it. I've learned that about myself. Now, if I had not learned that about myself, I would have swore y'all down that I could sing. I would have told y'all can't tell me I can't sing. Do you know who sings in my family? I'd have used that as proof. And I'd have been lying to myself. I'd have been lying to myself if I did that. So, guys, be proud of your gift. And you cannot hide. There's so many, I said this earlier, there's so many people that hide behind their gift. They're afraid to use it. But what that does to you, it stops you from being who you are. It stops you from being unique. It stops you from being authentic. And even though, again, think about all the singers in the world, even the famous ones, they're still different. You're not going to find too many that sound the same. They deliver differently. Their songs, their music touches you differently. So just because other people are doing and operating in quote unquote the same gift that you might have, again, your gift is unique to you and you need to be sharing it with the world. And the only way you can share it with the world is go to bit.ly/freewomen2020, get registered so that you can come and join us and learn more about how you can share your gift. Y'all chime in. I'm going to take a breather.
The announcements for the morning. You set it up for me. So the announcements for the morning is Stephanie is going to go to the annex and tell us and give us the tea on who her famous family member is. You can't hold that in. And so if y'all want to do that, immediately following service this morning, you meet Stephanie in the annex. If you country and old Baptist like me, y'all know what an annex is. How many of y'all know what an annex is?
Sure do.
Yes, we gonna meet in the annex, and that's where the plates are. You get a good grits, egg, and smoked sausage plate for $3.50. The sister so-and-so said that she was good at grits. So we're talking about gifts this morning. Sister so-and-so said she have a good gift of grit making. That's what we gonna do this morning. But no, oh my goodness. So, I'm just joking. I'm glad you pressed and said we gonna clown tonight. So that I love it. Anytime I can get goofy, this goofy time for me. So that is so true, Stephanie. We not only for me, I'm the girl when it comes down to singing. I can't sing. I'm like Rose. I can't sing. I love to sing. I'm the girl. Before this night is over, I may kick a verse and embarrass my family, like they tell me. And that verse will be in the key of Q for Quanda. That's what my family that's what they tell me. Every time I hit that note, they say, "What key is that?" And the Lord said, "Sing." What did he say? What did he say? Make a joyful noise. And he never tell me I sound bad. He never tell me. So how many of you all, like myself, we think we have one of these gifts, but you need a community to kind of solidify that, tap you on the shoulder. Sis, don't do it to yourself, sis. We love you too much, sis. So that's why if you don't have a community this is the community for you. 'Cause we're gonna tell you. We're gonna tell you, we're gonna love on you, but we're gonna tell you, you know what? CJ, don't go out there and fight no more. You embarrassing the whole family. But yes, Stephanie, that is a great start about our gifts. Gifts definitely make room for you. How many of you all, uh, we just realized that something that we may take for granted, whether it's singing, whether it's making good grits, whether it's that person who just have that listening ear, that person who's great at relationships, that person who's just that educated by heart, or that person who is awesome with numbers. How many of you all say, you know what? Maybe I can do something with these gifts. Some of us put those gifts right in our pocket and not realize there's a big world waiting just for you. And if you say, you know what better time is now? What better time when everything is shaking up and we're restarting and resetting everything? Go to bit.ly/free women 2020 and get the information and just listen and see if this is a good fit for you. And if not, share it out to someone who you think will be a good fit for you. What do you have to say about that, T. Marie?
Well,
Sister
T's going to
Marie.
deliver the song right now. Go ahead and minister to the people.
Yes, because she did not. She can't say.
I got to come back with that. I don't know. It's a great conversation. Rose says she loves to sing, but she just can't. That's all right. That's all right. You make a joyful noise in your own kind of way. Serve the Lord in the shower. Anywho, it's a great topic tonight. Of course, your gifts, as Stephanie already said, do make room for you, and sometimes you don't even realize how powerful and how much you have, because sometimes we just do. And so, I know when it comes to me talking about what I do, I always have to ask somebody, because I'm like, I do this and I do that and do it, but I never think about like it all being together, nicely arranged on the same plate. I'm like, I just do what I do. And when you take the time and hone in on what you've been called to do, what your purpose is, even when you consider business and you think about who your target is going to be, you can't serve the world. A lot of people are like, I'm just for everybody. No, you're not for everybody. You were specifically created to help a certain group of people, and the sooner you get to that, because it will kind of evolve over time. Probably not do a total 180, but you'll have to, make some shifts along the way as you become more acquainted with who you are and what you're really great at doing. Now, you don't have to feel like you got to be great at everything, because some things are a learning process. So you just kind of got to do it. It's like riding a bike. Now, you can look at it. You can look at everybody riding by you. You can get up close, touch it, examine it, but until you get on that thing and actually have to put both feet on the pedals, you won't know. And that's how it is as it relates to business. You have an idea, you have a vision, but you gotta do it. You gotta take some action. You have to get on that thing and ride. You can't worry about what's behind you. Of course, you got to be mindful what's in front of you and what's on the side of you. But if you so busy looking behind you, you gonna end up on the ground or crash somewhere. That's not what you want to do. But it's your gifts, it's who you are, it's everything that it takes to make you up. I never imagined that the hurt, the pain, the guilt, the shame would be working for my good, but it is. You know, yeah, I can really sit down right there. But your gifts, you've been anointed, you've been gifted with something. You got to use your gifts. Think about it this way. Now, I don't believe that God holds me hostage to one particular person. Now, maybe somebody went through something. For example, I'm supposed to be with Coach Danielle. But what if she had decided that she's just gonna stay at Chase? Does that mean that I don't get where I'm supposed to be? I don't believe that. I believe that for the appointed time, I'm supposed to ride with her. But has she chosen something different? I don't believe I would have been held back because she chose something different. I'm saying that to say, yes, there are people that are supposed to be part of your tribe, your community, your sisterhood, your whatever you call it. So you got to do what you need to do. You got to go on and get in position. You got to go on and say, okay, I skinned my knee. I had to, do all this crazy stuff when I tried before. Maybe I'll leave training wheels on for a minute. No, you got to go ahead. Now, I'm not, Steve Harvey talks about a jumping. I'm not talking about that kind of jump. I'm just saying you got to do everything within your power in order to get those wheels rolling so that as you go along, the people that are supposed to be with you can be with you. I'm just saying, had I felt some kind of way and not wanted to share my story, I've gotten a lot of testimonies about how people are like, oh my God, you just put it out there, and oh my God, I don't know how I could have went. I talked to a lot of ladies who stuck in their story, but you can be bit.ly/free women 2020. Look, we're gonna help you get all that together. I say we because it's we, but it's our coach. Awesome coach. Got an incredible program for you. bit.ly/free women 2020. Go ahead, get the process started. You want to sign up and get it going.
Okay, look to your left neighbor, shake their hand and tell them you can't stay stuck in your story. Not today. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, y'all. This gets deeper than what we've been just talking about. We just scratched the surface. We talked about how your gift can make room for you, just superficially. But now let's dig a little deeper. This is a verse of abundance, and I don't know, your background or how you listen to this or who teaches you or what you learn from, but I'm gonna tell you, it is of abundance, which we don't hear enough of. We don't hear enough of it. You're able to build your life or build the life of your dreams through your gifts. I need y'all to understand. Can y'all say gifts? Let me see it in the comments, y'all, because I can't hear you, but I can read you. So let me see gifts in the comments, because your gifts will help you, or you utilizing them help you build the life that you've always dreamed of. And you say, Stephanie, well, how is that true? Because you got to recognize what your value is. You got to understand that the tool or the strategy or the impartation, the way you were designed, the way you were created is powerful, and that it is unique to you, and that it holds a level of value. You've got to understand what that value is. Then outside of that value to you, how are you a value add to your community, to the people around you? So how is it that whatever that talent, that gift thing that you have, how does that operate within the community, and how does that help someone else? We talked about grits, y'all. I love some good grits. I can eat them morning, noon, and night. I can eat them with every meal. Heck, I can have it for dessert. But I may not make the best grits. So that means I need to find someone who is talented in making them and then partake. So I don't, the culinary skills, not my thing. We already talked about singing, not my thing. But I adore and I admire those people who use those talents and they use them to the fullest and they're so happy. And you got to understand, what is it? What is that gift? It is that thing that when you wake up in the morning, whether you get paid or not to do it, you will do it because you love it that much. And you love what it does for others. So not only do you have to find it a value to you, but you have to find what is that value add for others. And then ultimately you have to understand that talent itself. What do I mean by that? Well, some people can misuse their talents. Give you an example. If I'm a numbers person and I'm good with numbers and I'm helping people and I'm taking monies from people, I might get a little greedy. So you got to really, really understand that thing and how powerful your talent can be, because it can be misused in all kinds of ways. People can take advantage of you if you allow it in various ways. So you have to really, really understand what your talent is, what it all entails. Understand you with under your talent, because it's like a covering. So I'm gonna leave that, guys. I know I said a lot. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I get so hyped over this. This is just, again, we're doing a series called Due Season, y'all. We're in week 4 of this. So thank you for those who have been rocking with us every night. We really appreciate it. I didn't get to read that comment. Tish, can you read that comment before we move on? Oh, there it is. Tonight, someone sent me an offer to join their stock trading group. I had to explain to the individual that I already know how to trade options and can teach it. Because I was an Eagle trainer with another company a few years ago, since I have the knowledge, I can something that skill or my gifts to, I can use that skill or my gifts to teach others. Yes, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Now, the thing
And
is,
Kamisha,
just
I'm
because
sorry.
you,
No, I'm sorry. I was saying Kamisha had I didn't know you were going to chime in, but Kamisha had a question as well. If one of you wanted to take that.
okay, hold on just a minute. Just because you know how to do something, you have knowledge, because I'm telling you, I got knowledge in all kinds of things, almost dangerous. That's probably why my mouth goes blah, 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 all the time. But that just because I have knowledge in certain things doesn't mean that's where my gift is. Doesn't mean that at all. Is this what you were talking about, sis? Kamisha saying, thank you, ladies, so much for sharing from the heart. I definitely needed to hear this. I feel it in my spirit that God has a bigger purpose for me. I just have to find out what that is. I have a passion for many gifts, but how do I know which one is my gift or gifts? Great question. Great question. Again, if you're a believer, you got to sit still. You got to go find us. We did a whole thing about sitting still. We did a whole live on reflection that will help. That one will save your soul. Wasn't that the one with we kept hitting the R words that night? I think so. It was on a roll. We were on a roll that night. And maybe if I'll go back through and I'll find it, I'll tag you in those. But most importantly, you need to get with a community. You need to get with a coach. You need to get with someone of wisdom that can guide you through that process. And we have that. So go to bit.ly/Free Women 2020. It doesn't hurt to come find out information. Why are we giving this link out, guys? We're giving it out because it's to invite you to a webinar. It's a free webinar. It doesn't hurt you. Come be nosy Rosie, find out what we're talking about. We're going to introduce a lot of information regarding possible certifications, not possible, certifications that we are offering. And there are 12 areas. And one of them, guess what, Kamisha, is in about finding your purpose, your passion, and being able, if you've had this struggle and this journey and you're able to walk through it, then guess what? You can go teach other people who are struggling just like you. And so there, that is that certification. Well, one, if you're not sure of what you're operating in or what you should be operating in, it'll help you discover that. Then two, it'll help you get certified to turn around and teach it. You get a twofer, sis. You're in a win-win type of situation, but it's free for you to come find out. And that webinar is this Friday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 10 p.m. Eastern. Now, also, when you come to that webinar, you're also going to find out that we're giving out, not we, me, but my coach, Daniel Whittingham. I say we because I try to attach myself to as much as I possible. And if I keep saying we, that means I'm speaking that into existence. But she is actually offering $1 million in grant funding for those of us who are going to take this series. If you're going to go to the next step and fill out the application, there is funding there for you. So then all you're paying is a nominal fee for your certification. If you go out there and research certifications, you're not going to find a lot of them out there that are as low costing with what you're going to get. Because not only are you going to get your certification, you're going to get information about how to start your business. Now, most certification programs only do certification. That is it. You'd have to go find another system, find another coach, find another community to figure out how to do your business. You're getting it all in one. And it's done live. You're not getting a module. You're not getting a book in the mail that you're going to just sit and read and then take a quiz. Not that kind of party. You're going to have accountability partners. You're going to have working sessions. And yes, you will have homework. Because we want to make sure you're knowledgeable. We want to make sure you're practicing that in that certification work, and that you're able to come back and ask as many questions as possible so that you get as much information and as much foundation as you need to be set up right.
And y'all know I'm the numbers girl. Oh, that's some feedback. It's also tax deductible. It's an investment for you. It's an investment in your business. That is just an added layer that kind of makes this way more attractive. You absolutely, this is just something that is a win-win all around. The nominal fee that you will have to invest into your business will absolutely give you great returns on your investment. I saw Pastor Harris was talking about investing in stocks. Is great returns. Great return for the nominal fee. And then that way you can be like Stephanie and I, when we have this next year, you'll be partnering with us and matching these $1 million grants with another $1 million. So that's how it teaches you. We learn all of that in this community. You teach relentlessness. You learn to be resilient, go-getter, use your gifts, use what's in your hand, monetize everything. We learn how to deal with the fear and the trepidation, and we learn the community. We learn all of these things that we know is normally what most entrepreneurs deal with, and especially when you're a solopreneur. So come aboard. The community is absolutely amazing. Yes, we are women and we can get along. So I mean, it's just great. It's great. Make that investment into yourself. Make that investment into your legacy. Make that investment into you, because why? You deserve that. You deserve that. And the world, because we're all waiting on you and your gifts. Think about that. As long as you carry, you're being stingy and holding on to your gifts. Stephanie started and prefaced with worse, there's another story about holding the gifts. You know, when you be stingy and hold on to your talents, those talents don't multiply. It's totally reciprocity. So you may be holding on to the best, like as Harris said, grits. You might be holding on to the best of the best. And Stephanie said she loved grits. I was in the back, amen. I love grits just the same. And if you hold on to that, shame, shame, shame on you. Holding on to your gift. So you want to go to bit.ly/free women 2020 where you can get this information, make a great investment into yourself. You absolutely will not be you won't be upset.
Mhm.
It won't be time wasted on Friday. It will definitely be value add. All of those great things. You just gotta go click that link and get the information.
Oh well, I guess I'm back at it. All right, guys, put in the chat. Let us know, how are you utilizing your gifts, or are you operating in your gift? Is it making room for you? Let us know, because again, you need to let your gift shine for you. You need to embrace it. You need to be okay with it. You need to be proud of it. You need to, I gave all kinds of scenarios at the very beginning about, people not wanting to use the gift. Some people get shut down in their gift by the community, by the people connected to them, by, so many various reasons. Awesome, Kamisha. Thank you. You've already applied and you had your interview. Yay! Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Harris. What we're saying is powerful. Thank you. Thank you.
And you know what? Also, too, Stephanie, you know who else could shut us down in our gift? Our own family, our
Oh,
own circles. I mean, some family would be like, "Girl, you're not going out there and owning no grit business in no grit restaurant. Not all this money I put into you, and all what I sacrificed for you, and this, that, and the third." So you may have a gift that's out there that you may feel like, oh, it's just grit, but it can be that game changer.
right.
Let's take Jeff Bezos. He was just selling books. Need I
Right.
say more? Need
Uh,
I say more? So you may think it's just a small thing, but it can be that thing that the world globally can be waiting for.
right.
Want to
Team
hold on to that.
Team Marie, you want to talk? Or you want to use your gift?
Well, since you say that, I just wanted to Kamisha was like, how do I know which one? Sometimes you don't. You just kind of have to. Coach will tell you, if you do 5 things that you think you do well, pick one. Start with the one, and mold it, shape it, mature it. You might find that is quite not it. You need to add something else or take something away or move on to the next one. So it's going to be a process, but and Pastor mentioned taking a gift assessment. But you definitely can pinpoint and hone in on what things to at least start with. I know there's an exercise she made. I don't know what her program is going to be, but I know when we got started, there was an exercise that she taught us, which helped us develop into what you see today. And I know that all of us have taken that one particular class, and so that we could pinpoint what it is that we should be doing. So that may be it. Now, again, you went through the interview, Kamisha. So if what you suggest is your thing, again, you got to understand that you've been given coaches and mentors and leaders for a reason, because they have gone where you haven't been yet. So just know, now you did say you were open to constructive criticism. If it's something that isn't quite going to put you on the path, then coach will let you know that. So but it's going to be a great experience. Don't fret not, don't fear not. I can say for you, I started in 2017 and here I am today. I started with one focus. It kind of blossomed, and then we had to make some turns and some shifts, and now we're in a new space, but it's still in the same realm. So you're gonna have to make the adjustments and be open to it, but you'll get there. And the fact that you've taken this opportunity means that you are so much further than possibly the people around you who are not doing such a thing.
And again, just your daily living will help you direct you to where you need to be, right? Sometimes we don't recognize it. Sometimes we either close a blind eye or shut our ears down and not listen to the word or hear others tell us some things. So I'll give you an example. Again, I'm using me. Let me read that. It says, I definitely need to find out what my passion gift is so I can bless others with the knowledge I was taught. I wrote a book called Poetic Praises, filled with my testimonials in the form of poetry. That is awesome, Kamisha. Wonderful. So growing up, for as long as I can remember, I wanted to be a doctor. So much so that the only Christmas gift that I wanted every year was a doctor's kit. Because by the time the 364th day appeared after Christmas Day, it was time for a whole new kit. Because pieces were missing, things were torn up, chewed up, whatever it was time for a whole new kit. So I went off to college. My whole career in high school, took all of the science classes I could take. I was set up. I was ready, geared up till I stepped foot on campus. I was connected to a mentor who was she was a senior. I was a freshman at college, and she had studied medicine. And I remember, you're 18 years old, and I'm like, I'm not getting any sleep. It was the first time I'd ever felt that way. Like, I'm really staying up studying. I'm in a daggum lab at 3 a.m. in the morning. And then I would sleep in the lab because I was afraid if I went back to my dorm, I would miss class. And I didn't want to miss class because I wanted to keep up with my studies. Well, that year, my mentor, who was a straight A student, decided she was not going into the medical field. I was like, well, this is a whole bunch of baloney. I'm not going to stress myself. I'm 18 years old. I'm too young to get all stressed out over this. Now, again, if I were not paying attention to the situation and to my environment, I would have missed this lesson. Now, I ended up in education. Now, remember I told you I'm big in introspection and reflection. So I started looking back over my life. Now, medical field, you're helping people, right? Educational field, you're still helping people. So I was in the right area, just not in the right place. So then I started thinking, okay, what am I going to do if I don't pursue this medical career? This is always what I wanted to do. I wanted to deliver babies. I still love watching the baby show. What am I going to do? So in my reflection, I started looking back over my life and what I've done, and what could I possibly start studying that I would pick up and I'd be just as equally passionate about as I was about becoming a doctor. Well, I can remember from the time I was in 4th grade on. Well, let's back up. I've told stories on here how bossy I am. We played school all the time. I was the school teacher. No one ever took me off that throne, okay? So let me start there. But I can remember in fourth grade, that started my education career, I was helping in summer school with the second graders with Miss Warren's class. And every year after, even in the summertime when I became a teenager, all the way up through college, I was a camp counselor. I was helping kids, y'all. Do you hear me? If I did not pay attention to that situation, to that, my environment at the time, I would have missed it, y'all. I would not have sat myself down. I would not have thought about it. I would not be in the position or the place where I am now because of it if I didn't pay attention. And so thus that started that really moving in, taking the next steps into the educational career. Now it's morphed into so many different things. Do I still support education? Yes. Do consult with districts? Yes, I still do that. Do I help leaders become better leaders? Yes, I still do that. There's so many different things that my gift has made room for, but I would have missed it, y'all. I hope you're hearing me. I would have missed it if I'd have closed my eyes to it, if I'd have shut my ears to it. So I hope you're hearing me. I hope that helps someone who is struggling with that piece, because I was confronted with, what do I do with my life? I was young too. That was scary in and of itself, because at that age, can't nobody tell you anything anyway, right? I definitely wasn't talking to anybody about it. It was just something that I had to grip and come to terms with myself. But I would have missed it. I would have missed it. I know that for sure. So yeah, good. That's great. Yeah. You just need to figure out what area. Yes. Yes. Because it is huge. It's a vast area. You're absolutely right, Kamisha. It's a vast area. Yeah. Thank you, Katrina, sis. Thank you for joining us. So, guys, don't miss this opportunity. Again, if your gift is not making room for you, then come over to bit.ly/free women 2020. Come to the webinar. That will give you the information. You sign up, it'll give you the information to the webinar for Friday night so that you can find out more information. But yeah, your gift, you can get paid because of your gift. If you really want to look at it like that, you can. If you're that person, that mother, that auntie, that cousin, that somebody that at the barbecue place, everybody's sitting around listening to your stories. You're the jokester, you're the funny person. That gift can make room for you. Believe it or not, that gift can make room for you. If you're that person that everybody needs to talk to, wants to talk to, they going through everything, the woes or whatever, that gift can make room for you. If you're the griot in the family, that means the historian, and people come and listen to the stories that you've told because you held on to the ancestors' history and such. You've got trinkets and shoot, you probably know where the bones are buried. That gift can make room for you. You can get paid because of those talents, those gifts, that knowledge that you have. Again, it goes back to understanding your value, your worth to you. Hello, Miss Jones. Thank you. That's you. All right. Receive that. I hope that touched you. So go to bit.ly/free women 2020.
That's my sissy, y'all.
Yay.
So we're gonna get her started. We're gonna get her in this program, and
Amen
she's
and
going
amen.
to hone those gifts and utilize those gifts. She has been given and given and given, and so now it's time to give to herself. So I'm
Amen.
excited.
Awesome. Awesome.
That is wonderful. That's phenomenal.
Yes, I love when you say your gifts can get you paid.
All day
That part.
long. I don't
That
understand
part.
how people don't understand that though, CJ. It took it, and let me back up. I understood it, but I didn't get it till it started really manifesting, if that makes sense. You know how you understand a concept, but if you don't use the concept, it's just like a theory, like, okay. So someone said. But then when you really start using and it happens to you, you're like, huh. So I can get where it's hard to convince others that that's how it works in this world because they've never experienced it. So they can't identify if they don't what's the term? It's not relevant to them.
Mhm.
But it so is, right? It is
And I
so
also
is.
and I also just believe it's because we were taught to get good grades and get a job. Not go find a job and what your gift is. Go find a job and you stay on that job and you work that job for 40 years or so, and then you're gonna retire and be all right.
Mm-hmm.
That was the formula, right? No one ever says, unless you grew up in a family of entrepreneurs that honed on your gift and harness the gifts and make sure you celebrated the gifts and nurture those gifts. Normally, it is you stay on that job and you go ahead and don't talk about leaving that job with that good insurance and good benefits. So I believe that is, and it's not popular because most of our peers are on that job.
Mm-hmm.
Most of not you don't find that many people really living their best life through their gifts and
Right.
talent. You just don't. Most people want to be on that hamster wheel, like Who Moved My Cheese. They want to be in that maze, because they say they want something different, but we're offering a free webinar, free. We said free, Friday. Let's get some information. And so the hard question is, how many of you have seen us repeatedly every single night and never click the link?
Mm-hmm.
So again, I tell my clients all the time, that is the nature. I ask her, I'm an accountant for God's sake. So do you really want to be free? That is the question. Do you want to be free? Or does it sound good? Are you willing to do the first step? Now, if we can't get you to click on a link, how can we get you to commit to the certification on getting $1 million grant? Now, I know that's a hard question. I know it's kind of in your face, but those sometimes you have to have those conversations because it might just not be the right time. It
Mm-hmm.
might just be like, I have so much going on in front of me, around me. I understand. Been there, done that. That's several t-shirts. And it may not just be that time. But if you're sitting there and and you can feel in your shanana that is something else, it's something different, why not meet us on Friday night? Listen, learn, explore, see if this is a good fit, and attend this webinar. Or perhaps taking advantage on $1 million grant to certify you in your gifts. Your gifts. So I'm excited. I'm excited for those who've already said, you know what, that's me, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm excited.
Are we practicing stillness again?
Absolutely not. Go to bit.ly/free women 2020 if you have not already done so. You have no reason. And listen, spread the word because we have some people on our list that are not completing the process. you're not going to get it if you don't complete the process. You have to complete the application, and then you have to do the interview. You got to do it. So, let me see.
Can you share with them about first responders, please, Tish?
Yes, I was gonna do that. We also have a portion for our first responders, and again, that group of people are incredible. They mean so much to me because I'm part of them. The police officers, the firefighters, the EMTs, the nurses, the doctors, everyone who is on the front line. We have a grant for you. Your tuition is $0. I was trying to make a
That looked like a heart. Are you trying to tell us something?
because we love you.
It's free, baby. Free. Free.com.
Yours is
I love
free.
it.
There are limited spaces, but yours is free because our coach is just that generous and wanted to give back. And also, so she didn't just stop there. If you're an essential worker, there were occupations, people, professions out here who did not have the luxury, I'll put it that way, of shelter in place like some of us did. They still had to be on the road. Your truck drivers, your delivery workers. Listen, I got girlfriends that work for the post office. They didn't stop. They had to keep on going. So if you're an essential worker, grocery store attendants, the list is pretty large, but if your job didn't stop or you couldn't stop, then you fit into that category. And of course, because our coach helps us expand our horizons, so some of us weren't used to having groceries delivered, but we appreciate that person that delivered those groceries, and there is an opportunity for you. So go to bit.ly/free women 2020. Go there, sign up, get it. It would be a shame to have spaces unfilled because people wouldn't do it. Now, I do understand that, the word has to get out. I get that. But don't be the person who's like, oh, it's free. It must not be about nothing. No, trust when I say that we spent triple or more what the tuition is for this particular certification. We spent that money gladly, and we're seeing the fruit of those labors. So bit.ly/free women 2020. Go ahead, get signed up like right away. Like do it now. Like go ahead, do it now. Come on back. Let us know that you went and you signed up. So let's see. Let's look at some comments. We got Facebook going on. I didn't at first. I had to ask myself, how bad do I want to stop making others rich? And I know God has so much more for me. Absolutely.
Yes.
Rose said, follow through is everything. Hello. Follow through will even increase your revenue because you ain't leaving money on the table.
On the table. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Wait a minute. Some of the things that they're saying, go ahead. You can read Kamisha's.
You leaving money on the table by not following through. Ask me how I know. So Kamisha said, I had to face my fears and stop letting others' actions intimidate me and step out on faith. Absolutely. Everybody isn't going to be your cheerleader. Everybody isn't going to support you. I mean, my circle is small and I try to keep it that way. But I know some people on the outside looking like, what's she doing now? That she ain't making no money. That ain't going nowhere. I mean, you always gonna have naysayers. You're always gonna have the people who just, no matter what, don't have anything good to say. But don't take it and internalize it. Use it as fuel, because it's for you. Don't let nobody talk you out of what's for you.
And they have to understand too that their fears, everyone's named a fear, right? Of why they didn't act, why didn't they do something. Guys, you're gonna have to hold on to that. You're gonna have to work that thing about those fears, because when you get into the world of entrepreneurship, when you don't move, you don't make that money. The abundance does not flow because you're not helping. All right, Kamisha. You have to move your feet, guys. Under no circumstance can you allow those fears to well up in you. We talked about that yesterday evening, and stop you from getting to your purpose, your passion, and giving back to others. You cannot allow it to stop by any means. So, guys, thank you guys for being here with us and rocking with us tonight and enjoying. I need some song. I need some music in the background while I give the eulogy.
I think we should play T.
We now move to a funeral, right? We moved to a funeral, right? No, I need do do in the background.
Oh, I thought we was gonna play some rap at this church. I motivation. Motivation.
Oh goodness. No, we just thank you guys for being here. Truly, it's always amazing to us. We have fun on here when we come. You were gonna sing? Okay, yeah. Tish is always our secret DJ. But guys, your gift will make room for you. You got to be proud of it. You got to grab onto it, and you got to just move. You got to act on it. You cannot give unto others out of lack. So how are you going to get into that abundance? How are you going to grab hold of that? Go to bit.ly/freewomen2020. And I hope to see each and every one of you, because you moved your feet on Friday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. And just come get this free knowledge. Come find out what it's all about. It doesn't cost you a thing. It doesn't hurt you. It only takes a little bit of your time. And I can guarantee you, you're going to be entertained. I can guarantee you. We're waiting. CJ, you want to close? You have some closing remarks for the church?
Because I'm a part of the finance ministry, I think we can pass the plate or something.
I didn't take collection, did I? Well, we need is music. We need some walking music, right?
The marching around music. And she's gonna put something on, and I'm gonna end up singing. If I don't sing, I might twirl a bit. Kamisha said she'll be there with bells on. All right, sis. I can't. Pastor Harris said something about the name of Jesus. That's what we sing with teacher.
That's what I was singing. Do.
Yes, no, I know that's what you're saying.
It's benediction time, y'all. It's benediction time.
Then y'all want me to start it?
Uh-oh.
Church. We do not own right.
Hey.
We talking about money, right?
Right, money.
What you gonna do?
Hey. Bags in the.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Money. Hey.
Look, we can't get kicked off of YouTube and Facebook and all that. So we gotta keep it PG. Keep it PG.
Yeah.
Yes, please and thank you.
Right.
Enough folks.
So may the Lord watch between me and thee.
Lord, oh Baptist.
While we're absent. from one another. Guys, again, thank you for joining us. We had a blast with you. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow night. We will be clowning again, but actually giving you some more information because we just love sharing. We just love it, love it, love it. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.